Hello everyone and welcome to Faithful to Big Brother. We are here to discuss the grand final of Big Brother 2025. And I'm your host, Ben.
And I am your co-host, Alex.
Maybe we should take a leaf out of AJ Will's book and present separately.
I don't mind doing that. Do you want to do that? I'll go on the field and talk
Makes
to
us do
people.
the show.
And over to you, Ben. It was actually, I quite liked that.
Because there was bad weather or something, so that was one of the reasons why they couldn't interview outside. But then the bad weather never came, but they still did separate studios.
Well, yes, because they moved studios last year from where they used to have the studio where they used to do the interviews literally on the step from where they left the house. Now it's like on the other side of the lot. I still think that's a big mistake in my opinion. I don't like... This is like a real jarring gap between like them exiting the house and going to their interview. Like that was something that you used to get.
I know.
Like it was really cool that they used to leave the house and go straight to their interview.
And the fact they were like, right, we're going to get a second one out now.
Yeah.
It's like, but then we're going to go to an advert and then we're going to interview. And it's just like, well, what's going on? But anyway,
it's
the ITV way. We love it.
Shout out to my Canadian friends, Timmy Hose all the way.
Right.
Just want to say that.
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored, but
Thank you.
Of course, we're always up for sponsorship. Ben likes a Timbit in his mouth.
It's the end of the series now, so there's no more sponsorship to come.
Not the end of this podcast, though.
No,
Don't stop
true.
subscribing or following us. So you can find us on our link tree, linktr.ee/faithful2. And on there, it's got all the links to our social media and how you can watch us on YouTube, Spotify, or listen to us on any of your favourite podcast apps. And if you subscribe, follow us, ring the bell, do all the good stuff, you'll never miss any future episodes of any future shows we'll be doing. As I said, we might be doing one on Monday, which we've never done before.
Ooh, are we?
Don't start this. We've had this conversation twice now.
No,
yes,
no.
you know what's happening.
Okay,
or
well,
might
there
be
you go,
happening.
So check back Monday and see what we're doing.
Yes. Well, you don't need to check back if you subscribe because it'll automatically ping into your inbox and you'll be like, oh, what?
Oh, not that show.
And if you like the podcast and you want to help us monetarily, you can go to buymeacoffee.com/faithful or coffee.faithful. And on there, you can give us a £5 donation or indeed you can give us a £5 subscription. And I've been asking people what they would like if we did a subscription model, and people have been getting in touch, and we're looking into it.
Extra content.
Extra cont.
Let's just take a moment now to congratulate ourselves. We've made it to the end of a full civilian series of Big Brother with an added week on top. 7 weeks of podcasts.
We did all right. And we started off doing one every day, and then we realised with other podcasts to do, we thought, well, we don't have a lot to say if we keep doing it this method. So
once Caroline left, it got boring.
No, it
I'm
didn't.
joking. But no. So yeah, we actually did this whole thing. So we never thought we'd do that. So thank you everyone for listening, downloading,
we've not
for watching, commenting.
We've not cured cancer or
No, but it's just like we actually did 7 weeks of it. It's like,
we've sat down for 7 weeks and talked.
Yeah, that's more than I usually talk ever.
For us, that's a mildly good achievement.
Exactly. So we actually got to the end.
Let us have this.
We're still here.
Cheers. Let us
to analyse the show.
Yes.
So
indeed. So what we're going to do? So we're going to talk about the finale, but there's a few bits and pieces, a few tidbits. We're not sponsored to talk about like what happened before. Namely, they're talking about sponsorships. The ITV's ridiculous sponsorship deal, the 1 hour long advert for Wicked
for
movie
good.
2, Wicked for Good, where they're all in the Munchkin's kingdom. I don't know what is that
who
right?
cares? There was a backdoor eviction, everyone. That was 3 days. It was 3 days ago. We know the winner now.
We need to talk about
the
we need to talk about the backdoor eviction very quickly.
Go up to them. Backdoor eviction.
But as I said before we started the podcast, I want to quickly say there's one bit that really ground my gears when they were doing the task and they were doing the Yellow Brick Road task, where they had to construct like a Tetris-style puzzle to make them cross the Yellow Brick Road.
Very difficult.
With foam pieces of brick, so they weren't even heavy, and you had to use a little bit of brain work.
And use your mind.
And Emily and Caroline did it. Emily and Jenny did it the fastest. And Emily exclaimed at the top of her voice because she beat the team of Marcus and Tate. It just really wound me up.
Mm-hmm. We beat you, even though you have a biological advantage.
What do you mean by that, Emily? Please.
They're
explain.
2 men and they were 2 women.
Yeah, but I feel like there was.
Women,
I feel like there
men.
was more to that than she was actually letting on. And
well, she's too thick to go there, so that's just where she
Well,
is.
at
She's
that-
on that base level of saying soundbite.
But how in what way is it? Do you need a biological? If you're listening to this, I'm very heavily using inverted commas here. A biological advantage to lift up foam, put them into a puzzle piece, and figure out how to cross it.
And this is Emily. I'm quoting here, not me.
Mm-hmm.
Women must be thicker than men because it was a puzzle.
Oh, so Emily's calling women thick.
Well, I'm just assuming.
Perfect.
I can only assume.
That's all I needed
what she
to know.
meant. That's what she meant because it was a puzzle. It wasn't a
It wasn't a physical.
competition.
Exactly, it wasn't a physical challenge. It was more of a mental, complex challenge. So Emily is literally calling women thick. That's what
I'm not putting words in her mouth.
Well, she said biological advantage, so I implied that as in Emily saying all women are thick. So thanks for that, Emily, for clarifying.
Maybe she proved it right by being on the show for the past few
That's
weeks.
true. That's
no,
true.
joking. The thing is with Emily, now that she's out of the house, I hate her. In the house, she was fine. You know what I mean? It's just
She
one
was
of
fine
those.
up until that point. As soon as she said those words, I thought, I know exactly what you were implying, Emily, and you're a... Oh, I almost said it.
Don't want to do that. Don't want to turn into Nancy and Sam.
No.
So yeah, backdoor eviction, which was ridiculous, by the way, was Tasia and Marcus.
Yeah, what are you guys thinking? Come on.
No, let's just go through the order of evictions here. Garni. This is by the British public, by the way.
Yeah, but that was a hard one because it was between Garni and Zila, and
Garni.
we all loved Zila.
Faye Shola. Cameron B. That's fine.
That was fine.
Faye
His t-shirt.
Shola.
We need to talk about his t-shirt later.
Faye Shola. Zila. Frida. Tasia. Marcus.
All those people went out before Emily, although technically Emily did go out before them,
Well, it's
but then
just...
she circled back round and had another go.
It's all very interesting.
Well, it's all very colourful, let's just say. It's a very colourful way of voting.
Typical UK British public voting, isn't it?
It was a very white final, wasn't it? A very white final.
It was. Very right wing final.
Yeah.
Actually, when you look through it.
By the way, Will Best, I didn't realise we were watching a particular political broadcast when you were interviewing Cameron yesterday because, my goodness, you gave him a lot of time about that bloody farming protest.
You leave Will Best alone.
Well, I feel like Will Best is beginning to show his leanings, let's just say.
He went to a private school, don't you know?
Oh, did he actually?
No, I don't know.
Okay, I thought you didn't
I'm
know.
joking.
Okay. But
I'm
that,
making stuff up about Will Best.
that would explain a lot. But I feel like if you looked at Will Best's internet browser history,
Tell me more.
Andrew Tate may not have been
No,
too far away.
no.
Okay.
Will Best is very for the gays.
I'm messing with you, Will. We love you, Will.
So
lots.
that was a shock double eviction, the backdoor eviction of Tasia and Marcus, because it was
unnecessary.
It was just unnecessary.
It's the wrong two people.
Yeah, it could have been Emily and Tate.
It should have been Emily and Tate, considering we found out what their percentages was
Yeah.
as well, and they both shared 3% in the final vote. It should have been Emily and Tate.
So yeah, Elsa had a real double blow there for the last day, but then we didn't
Yeah.
actually see any of the footage that followed because it was the final. and
They
don't
showed
show
like
it.
10 minutes of them having that meal, and then there was nothing else to show, was there, really? Which was a shame. But yeah, no, poor Elsa, my heart broke. They were all giving gifts from the wonderful, wonderful Wizard of Big Brother. And Cameron was given some wheat that was spray painted gold. Emily was given a sash
Which was actually
that said,
barley or whatever he said.
she was given a sash that looked a bit like. Did you notice it looked a bit like the Votes for Women sash that the character wore in Mary Poppins, but it said Prime Minister. Ugh. And
Future Prime Minister Emily.
fingers crossed. And then
Pizzagate. That'll come up in one of her slogans. So the Labour will post.
rubbing pizza on her chest.
Labour will post a video of her rubbing pizza on her in 2040.
I hope they do. I hope the Guardian
2045.
run with it. Elsa got a wedding dress, which was amazing. Really, what a prize! Like everyone was getting like props essentially.
Yeah, really
let's be
crap
honest.
ones.
Richard's piano is pretty cool too, but everyone was getting props. Elsa got a proper wedding dress, probably
Well,
about $1,000, I'd say.
I don't think so.
You know?
I think it's just a prop. I think it wasn't a proper one.
I think it was.
Yeah, well, you don't know anything about dresses.
I know everything about dresses.
Clearly not.
I wear a beautiful dress every day. It's my right.
That was very cool that they did that, and then they evicted Marcus.
My biological advantage.
Exactly. But it was cruel. Giving her a dress and
was
then evicting
cruel.
Marcus straight away.
It was horrible.
But he's proving us wrong. Well, not us, me. I said it was a showmance. He's still out on the outside. He's still up for it.
Up for it. Marcus, they did. I love the fact that they were saying, "Oh, Marcus, you're gonna pop the big question to Elsa," and Marcus said, "We're gonna go to the cinema. We're gonna have a meal, and then I'll ask her then."
When they said the big question, you assumed proposal, and I think Elsa assumed proposal. I think
We all assumed proposal.
The question was, are we boyfriend and girlfriend? Because they never ended that.
Only
arc.
Marcus assumed that, and if the press,
That's why he said we're going on a cinema date, and then I'll ask her to be my girlfriend. That's what he meant.
If this was the good old days of Big Brother when the press would follow them relentlessly for the next 2-3 months, we would have seen one heck of a brilliant fallout in picture form in Heat magazine between Marcus and Elsa, when Marcus got on his knees and said, "Elsa, will you be my girlfriend?" And then Elsa would have been that slap, Marcus like that. It would have been brilliant. Bring back what was it, the ring of truth or whatever, remember?
When I wish the rap party was filmed, not just Leighton Live, because I've been on Instagram. There's nothing yet from anyone, so I don't know what's happened. There's no photos.
Very angry.
I thought Jenny and Nancy would be having slapping fights in a club somewhere.
Jenny and Nancy really. I thought that they built a bridge, but throughout Jenny's interview, she refused to look at Nancy every time they were asking her questions about her. Mm-hmm. Nancy was like in the background, kind of going, "Oh yeah, you're probably right. You'll probably agree with you." But as the night progressed, it started getting nasty again between Jenny and Nancy.
Well, that's because the evil producers of Leighton Live said to Nancy, she was like, "Oh, how do you feel about Jenny celebrating someone being evicted?" Nancy thought that was my time to slag Jenny off, so she did. And then AJ was like, "What about this clip we're about to play, which showed Nancy celebrating
with
Shola,
yes,
going?" And from there, it went really messy because they also they showed like. So who was it? Was it Nancy or Jenny? Was like, Jenny. She's like, "Oh well, I'm not gonna be friends with someone who has no morals." And it's like, well, what's going on here? Mm. And then they showed another clip of Nancy saying something about Jenny. It just went very messy, very frosty. And then the Sam and Zila thing happened.
Oh yeah, there was definitely something between Sam and Zila, as in
Sam moved.
Well, Sam moved, but also when Zila was talking, you could tell that Sam was really. There was a real tension between them. There was a brick wall that's been built between them. So clearly there's no friend. Even Zila said that we've not spoken since we've left the house. So Sam and Zila clearly are not friends outside the house. Throughout it, Sam, Nancy and Caroline was against everyone else in that house.
Although Sam's Instagram has reposted something from someone saying, "Why am I watching Big Brother Leighton Live and seeing Sam and Nancy be bullied on live TV?"
Oh yeah, they were really bullied. Really sad, actually. Especially those moments when every time I was watching, like throughout the interviews and also Leighton Live, Sam and Caroline were like to each other the whole time. Sam clearly not getting the edit or the kind of like the attention he wanted for being on the show. And you could just tell, like, he was really ruining his own experience because this is the final. Like, no matter what happens, like, if there's always mudslinging at the very end. They do it on purpose. It's a bit okay, but at the end of it, you kind of go, "Oh, ha ha ha! We've shared this experience. Let's just move on." Rap party. Sam, you could tell he was just making himself have a miserable time the whole time.
Face like thunder.
Even Caroline's looked like she was having fun there. Like Caroline and Richard, there was kind of a nice little kind of banter between them. Let's be honest.
She did try to kiss him.
She did try to kiss him without his
and
consent.
then everyone, all the wokies around were like, "Are you okay, Richard?
Yeah, I know.
Will Best was panicking.
But then
Are you okay? Get the makeup off his. He got lipstick on him." So
Elsa helped him to take the lipstick off. But then they asked Richard, like, "Are you okay?" And he said, "I've been waiting for Caroline to do that all 7 weeks."
He
so
knows
he was
how to
fine,
play her. Yeah. And did you notice that Cameron was very anti-Caroline? Like, he was very snappy towards Caroline the whole time. I was like, Christ, where's this come from?
Well, there was a clip they showed of Jenny talking to Nancy, Sam and Caroline about Cameron getting his phone call from home. And Jenny, we've talked about this in the past episode when it aired. Jenny was a bit about that. She was a bit nasty about her friend and a bit selfish. Jenny kind of explained it away a little bit. Nancy was then going, "Oh, hypocrite," like that. And then Cameron turned around, like you said, and you could see this little snarl in his lip. And he went, "Actually, you don't know the situation. And Jenny and I are very good friends, and I think we can move on from it." And it was like Caroline and Nancy really were taken quite surprised by that. Yeah, well, it was funny.
The thing is, it's because the past 2 weeks, Nancy, Sam and Caroline have been turning up on Leighton Live and doing real, like, bitchy sound, like they've been like doing videos in like talking about Jenny and being like she's ungenuine, and so they've been saying all these camp things thinking they were like really like amazing, but then they don't realize
the consequences
of it is that you then have to sit in a lineup on the final and then they get played back to you.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, it was all just...
Well, it's like we always say there's always freedom of speech, but there's also freedom for consequences. Exactly. And unfortunately, what you say can be thrown back at you. And if you throw all these things and say, well, I've got a right to say it, then you're going to you have to expect to get the return muck back. And that's what you say. Jenny, Sam and Caroline went out thinking, oh, if we're really brash and over the top and loud, everyone's going to think we're great.
Yeah.
And people haven't. People have actually done the adverse thing to them.
I liked as well what Tasia said when...
But I'm not bullying you, Sam.
No.
I'm just telling you facts.
Sam can take it. When AJ...
Can he?
Yeah.
Mr. Retweet.
When AJ was like saying to Caroline, you're the only one who bid for things, why was no one playing the game? Caroline was like, yeah, you're all rubbish, you're all boring. Tasia turned around and said, well, there's no point bidding for it because if you're going to win, you're going to win, Caroline.
Yeah.
That's why you're there and Richard's the winner. And it was like, yes.
Yes.
Boom.
Well, Will was actually
Tasia's
peddling.
takedown.
Will was peddling that theory as well. He said, "Well, why didn't you guys play more tactically? Why didn't more of you try to get the, as you say, to get the ticket?" And yeah, like you say, Tasia's takedown was quite right because look, the moment she lost any advantages in the show, she was voted out. It was like, just goes to show. Silly.
Marcus and Tate were just sitting there having fun, listening to all the bitchiness, and they were just laughing. So they
I
were
felt
having
a
a
bit
lovely
sad
time.
for Cameron B. He looked left out in that little group.
Oh yeah, Cameron B was there with
His
mention. He was
merch
wearing his
on,
merch.
which he then had to turn around because
Yeah.
obviously ITV told him you can't wear your merch during the show.
But it was still in the back. So when he did hug people, you
Yeah.
did see it still. His sweetheart merch available now.
Yeah.
I don't know where.
What
Go on
happened to his
bio.
OnlyFans? Did that ever go
I don't know.
anywhere?
I've not researched Cameron since he's left, but
No one
maybe
has.
maybe he'll join Tate's Butler and Buff thing, and he'll expand down to the,
He
down
might
south.
expand down below.
I mean, so yeah, Tasia and Marcus gone. Then Emily and Tate went. Their interview. Apparently, someone recorded Tate's interview was 47 seconds long. I don't know if that was a joke or if it was actually true, but it could be because it wasn't very in depth. They didn't talk to him about his friendship with Richard much. They didn't really go into any depth.
They did talk to Richard about his friendship with
No, I
Tate.
know. Really rubbish interview. And then Emily's interview was just annoying because she was just shouting the whole time.
tell me about
Every answer she had to a question was just a shouting, annoying. It's like I suddenly realised why people said you're annoying in the house now. You always get people appear very differently when they do their interview. You get like the unedited real clip of a housemate quickly, don't you? And I was like, oh god, yeah, I don't think I would be able to live with you. So that was that. Who was out next? It was
So
Cameron.
after that, it was Cameron. And as I said, there was the famous 5-minute, really very serious for Big Brother
Yeah.
moment when Will was asking Cameron about the plight of the farmers.
the anti-government Cameron.
Anti-government, I hate the government. Urgh. It was so weird. I said to you, I said, this is meant to be an entertainment program. Why is Will Best turning this into like Newsnight? It was like really strange
Well, that was-
thing for him to stretch
That was
out.
Cameron's main thing of the house, really, and then his friendship,
his friendship with Jenny.
But
Well,
I was
it's more
telling
interesting.
I was telling you last night. Unfortunately for Cameron K, Big Brother clipped together his plea for the ticket to the final, where he was talking about the tax inheritance, crying. Cami Badenoch retweeted
Wow.
it.
What-
and
what a
then
person to have
I
retweet.
know. The one person you don't want to have your back, Cami Badenoch.
Cami Badenoch.
No,
I'd rather
not
Nigel
her.
Farage blooming doing
Not her.
But Cami
I
Badenoch.
know. So she
Christ almighty.
posted it saying this is what Labour's done to all the young hard-working farmers, blah blah blah. So of course that then
Keir
expanded.
Starmer then replies, saying, well, after 11 years of Conservatives.
That expanded the reach or the viewership of Cameron K and Big Brother, because obviously Big Brother's not the juggernaut it used to be, and that then led to lots of people then looking into Cameron K, into his family when they bought the farm, that's been there for generations, and it's all come out that they actually sold their farm that they had for generations a few years ago for 10 million. They've recently bought a new farm for 6 million that has 3 lettings on it, and there's all sorts. People have done lots of research because Cami Badenoch started posting about it.
Silly
So Cameron
Cami.
K's
You made it worse for him, Cami.
the family have now kind of not been exposed, but a lot of people have been looking into,
Yeah.
you know, how many generations is this farm? Oh, it hasn't been generations. Oh, they bought it for 6 million when they have 10 million. Do you know?
They got 4 million deposits, and then
So-
they can maybe use that 4 million for something
yeah,
else.
for inheritance
Yeah.
tax. So yeah, it's all gone a
Perhaps.
bit sour for Cameron, but there you go. As a housemate, I enjoy.
I was going to say, the one thing I will say about Cameron is I feel for me is that he is very much the product of what he's been told by his family. I'm not calling Cameron easily led, but he said to himself, he's very introvert. He tends to spend his time within certain circles. So like a lot of things, if you're within one circle, you're going to just hear the same thing again and again and again to eventually you
believe it.
believe it. I think...
Partly down to that.
And I think, yeah, partly that's why Cameron felt like he went on the show. And it kind of explained also, I thought about it retrospectively, it kind of explained why Cameron maybe felt so upset that he thought his family weren't backing him as hard in the letter about when he got the letter. Sound like Richard then. And so because he felt like he was doing this for his family, for the inheritance tax or whatever reasons, and his family didn't seem to be supporting him for that, for doing it. Do you see what I mean? But anyway, when he left, his mum came out and she was like, "Oh yes, of course we love you, Dad, baby," and blah 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 blah. And it was lovely. It was a nice moment. And
but
so,
as a housemate, he was a really good housemate, and he was always on like the right side of people. I feel like he was always supporting Zila, and he was he was going against Caroline in that thing, and him and Jenny were genuinely friends, and even though she said a few things, he didn't really take it to heart. So I think
friendship between Cameron and Jenny is genuine, and so I think, like all good friendships, yes, sometimes you have blips, but you just move on.
Exactly. And we did say on episode 1 or 2 of this podcast, we said Cameron, because he was up for eviction on that first thing, wasn't he? And we were like, no, we want him to stay because we think he has the most to sort of gain and to learn from this experience. And I think that's true. I think we were right with that initial reaction to Cameron. I think he gained a lot for being in that house with all those different people, and he showed that he was just a nice guy.
He was.
And Emily tried to be like, come on, are you left or right? Just tell me you got to be one. And he was like, I'm centre. And I thought, yes, I think you are actually centre.
He's our Lib Dem jelly baby. We love him. He's a Lib Dem through and through. But this is the thing. You don't necessarily have to be left or right. As I say everything, and this is the last time I talk about politics, Emily is basic. With all things in life, things aren't just black and white. Things aren't just left and right. There's shades of grey in between. And sometimes you might think a little bit of the left and you might take a little bit of the right, and you combine them and you create Cameron. And that's what Cameron is. There's things he doesn't like about what one says, one of the things that other doesn't say. It's just...
But he's not hateful or hurtful.
Life isn't as easy as that.
Like that. He's like a nice...
He's nice
person.
with it.
He's open.
Yeah. Apart from with Caroline.
But he turned around, saw Zila, gave him a great big hug, and it's like, you're just a nice person.
Yeah, nice guy.
Yeah. Well, he came, 4th? Good for you.
Excellent. Oh yeah, he did. Of course he did. He came 4th. Sorry, just you've reminded me that Zila, Faishola, Farida, Nancy, Sam and Caroline, none of them got any props for returning, other than every now and then kind of saying, oh look who's here in the audience. While Ghani, all the ones who went through the back door, Ghani, Cameron B,
yeah, the backdoor ones. Sam and Nancy. Sam
and Nancy did it. Okay, they all got like a cheer. Like they got to walk down the runway.
They didn't even talk to Faishola once, did they?
They did. They asked Faishola. They didn't. No, sorry, I'm thinking Farida. They really didn't. They didn't.
Or talk Elsa. And in the after show, they didn't talk to Elsa, Faishola, or Tate. Really, it was a bit like weird. Very odd.
Well, they did talk to Elsa for her exit interview.
Yes, but not a very good one.
Clarify that maybe, but yeah.
All these interviews can be summed up with, it wasn't a very good interview. Right, yeah. They're kind of all a bit of nothing, but it was just about her and Marcus and stuff. But Elsa, she's just nice, sweet. We like,
leapfrogged over Jenny though. She came second, Elsa.
Oh yeah, Jenny. Well, we've talked about her slagging off Nancy already. So what else?
What about her interview? She was quite loud.
Yeah, but she's different loud to Emily.
She was enjoying the posse. She was enjoying the audience. She was having a good time. She was taking the energy from it.
And she appeared the same in her interview as she did through these past 7 weeks in the house. I didn't watch her interview and feel like, oh, you're a bit different to what I thought you were, like I do with quite a lot of them.
You're right there.
So yeah, she was just Jenny. I think she was actually being herself the whole time. So good for her. And she was just saying things that she wanted to say, and she didn't care who she said it to.
This is the thing. This is something that Tasia said about people. Jenny, despite her flaws, you don't mind them because she owns them. So she said, yes, I'm selfish, but sometimes you just have to say, fuck it, I'm selfish. Yes, I said that, but
Jenny would never say fuck it.
No, she wouldn't. She really wouldn't. She wouldn't swear.
Tasia said that about Emily because she said Tate. No one knows 7 weeks later much about
even
him.
After his interview, his very in-depth interview with AJ. No one really knows anything about Tate.
Yeah,
but of course, as we've said before, Tate, if you are listening to this podcast,
what's the end of the podcast now?
We extend the olive branch.
No,
you don't want him in the background.
No, he's run out of time.
No butlers in the buff.
He should have got evicted in the back door, and then he could have instead of Marcus.
We could see his back door if he stood behind us right now.
That's true. I'm sure he'll do a event near us because he's returning home.
Well, I've got a funny feeling. Yeah, there's going to be something happening, isn't there?
Should we go to cheer him on?
Do you reckon he'll spot us? Do you reckon he'll be like, you?
He'll punch you.
I mean, we're putting a high opinion of ourselves that like we're watched by the world, but you know what I mean. I would love that acknowledgement.
Well, Tate's our local hero, everyone. So we have to support him no matter what.
He's our sixth place.
He's our 3%er. He's our finalist.
To be fair, I think that was also unfair that they said Tate was 6th and Emily was 5th, considering they both shared the percentage of vote. So actually,
only the percentage, not the number.
They were both.
It's not first past the post, love. As much as Emily would like it to be.
Like it is in Wales now. No longer first past the post, as it should be. Proportional representation. I wonder what Emily thinks of that.
Yeah, well, no comment. We're never going to hear about Emily ever again now. That's it.
Oh, we will.
She's gone into the ether.
10 years' time, she'll pop up during a political programme saying that she's going to run for the Reform Party. And then... And then, as you say, that video of her in the hot tub rubbing pizza on her breast will come out. We'll all have to
they even showed that during
again.
her best bits. And it's like, why have you... Like, it was really messily edited best bits, that was. Not good. But yeah,
so Jenny's cool. Elsa, then. Go on. You've obviously got lots to say.
No, I haven't got anything to say. I was going to say, like, her interview was all... They just skimmed over most of her time and they just talked about Marcus. They didn't talk about anything else.
Before we get to then who won, which I'm sure you've figured out if you haven't watched Big Brother. Yeah, okay, fine. But before we get to that, here's some responses to a shout out I did on Instagram asking people what their thoughts of the live final was. Charlotte says, really surprised and disappointed that Tasia didn't make the final. She deserved a live eviction. I'd like to have seen her do a live eviction.
She was my winner.
Who would you have swapped out Tasia with? Only one.
Emily.
Oh, Emily, not Tate.
No. Tate's my local hero. I just support him. No, I actually didn't mind it. I thought he was funny. Like the last few weeks, he was having fun, wasn't he? I liked him and Marcus's bro story where they just were evil to each other the whole time. Like for two straight men, I liked them for once. Shoot me. I thought he was nice enough. I just don't know much about him. But I don't want to know anything about him, so it's fine.
Fair. The Tradar podcast. I wonder what they do.
Don't know. Probably podcast about Survivor or something.
I reckon it's about Survivor, yeah. They've said, hello. They've said, I have only wanted Elsa to win since that awful Thursday double eviction. Before then, she wasn't on my radar.
Yeah, Elsa was sweet. She changed my mind because she was like the influencer and I wasn't too sure about her and I wasn't sure about the romance and I thought it was stupid it was done on day 2. So she had everything going against her for me as a housemate, but I grew to really like her. So when it was the final 2, I didn't really mind between those two who was going to win.
No, same. They were the perfect final 2 for me because they were both strong
wanted
candidates.
a little bit Richard more than Elsa only because I don't want ITV to think everyone wants a love story in Big Brother. So then next year everyone's going to be shacking up.
You say that, but I instantly guarantee you now next year that maybe not on purpose by ITV, but next year there'll be so much coupling up. I guarantee it. Yep, next year's 2026 Big Brother Civilian series will be the series of love.
Well, maybe ITV. Forget about Elsa, her influencer love story. Look at the one who won, Richard. Look at Caroline, who had most of the stories and the headlines and the social feed. Mix up the ages even more next series.
I completely agree with that.
Go wild, like Celebrity Traitors, and just have a whole range of people.
But that's what it's meant to be, a social experiment.
Exactly.
Have a range of people. And
Look at Jane in Big Brother Australia.
Exactly. We need more Jane.
We keep watching Big Brother Australia on YouTube, don't we?
We are enjoying Big Brother Australia.
We're not free on YouTube.
Yes, we're going to tell you right now, we're not going to do a podcast like weekly or anything like that about it. But I have thought of an idea maybe we could do a podcast about.
There's so many. There's so many in there that I hate and like. I'm very black and white on them.
Australia Big Brother is a good series,
and I love Big Brother's voice.
No, Big Brother's sexualized voice is horrible.
I like it.
Hi there.
Come to my diary room.
Do you want to come to the diary room?
Touch my camera lens.
Although you did tell me a really funny story about the person who originally did the voice of Big Brother was asked for like per line to be paid. That was brilliant.
And the channel only realised it on launch day.
Channel
when they
10.
were still writing the contracts for some reason. They're like, oh, we can't afford you actually, so we're going to have to just get someone else on launch day.
What are you doing, Channel 10, you fools? And also their diary room. Sorry, go on.
I was just saying the voice is just sexual.
Very sexualized.
Weird, but I like it.
It's almost like unconsensual. Do you know what I mean? It's like it's like penetrating me and I don't want it to.
But I like it.
But in a weird way, I don't mind. And also their diary room is unnecessarily big. It's the size of an Olympic-sized swimming pool.
It's bigger than this whole studio.
It's like when they're in the diary room, they're like that big when they're filming them. And I know why they've done it, so they can have multiple camera shots in the diary room.
It's ridiculous.
So they can edit it from one one, cut one, so it makes it a bit easier.
How are you doing today?
Do you want to give me a virtual air pump? I don't know if
Love
we've gone
him.
American. Abby has also got this. Hello, Abby. Abby has said, I'm gutted that Cameron came fourth. So a fan of Cam.
Well, piss off. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, shut up, Cam.
I think fourth's good for Cameron,
That's
actually.
excellent. It's got him good
Fourth
exposure.
or third. Him and Jenny were entwined, so yeah.
His was the best interview as well. As much as they took the mick out of Will Best, and it did feel like a party political broadcast, his was the best interview of
Will
of them all.
Best and AJ are good at interviews on that. Well, not
When they're
good.
separate.
Okay, when they're separated, when they're not talking over each other. So they should do that more often. They're correspondent to each other over live link. Much better.
I actually really liked that. I liked that they did it that way. And they gave Will, of all people, the responsibility of saying who won.
I know. I was
I'm
worried.
waiting for that to go
I
wrong.
was worried for my Will because we all remember last year. It's 3 evictions. I mean, 2 evictions. Bless him. They gave him, that was a big opportunity there. And I said to you when I was watching, I was like, Will, if Will messes this up, he's not going to, you won't see him next series. This was his moment for them to sack him, but he did it correctly.
Let's be honest, it wasn't Ollie Murs' heights of fuck ups. Anyone who knows, they know.
X Factor, yes.
Yeah,
yes,
but
yes.
it was quite a big mess when he told the house what they weren't meant to know. So Richard won. Valid
did.
winner.
And
Sex-
his interview again was a bit like,
hot brother. We know where the looks went. No offense, Richard.
Peter?
The brains
Was
went
his
to
name
Richard.
Peter?
I can't remember.
No, Caroline wants a bit of his brother now, doesn't he?
I know.
So-
Can you imagine if Caroline and his brother got together? Then
yeah, it's like
every
a sitcom.
Christmas, Richard would have to sit around a table with Caroline.
I mean, that's a sitcom that ITV could commission. Richard's brother, his sister-in-law, Caroline, his adopted son and grandchild. 30-minute sitcom right there.
They'd also have to have a neighbour who's a person of colour for Caroline to have conflict with. Very 1970s comedy.
Garney.
Yes. No, yes. it will.
Frida and Garney can play a married couple.
A bit mismatched, but fine, yeah.
That's the point.
Okay.
So there you go.
But that does sound very like very 1970s on the buses right there.
Well, that's what the UK is now. We are in the 1970s again.
We're missing those days again. Working men club comedians, where are they gone, eh? Where have they gone?
So yeah, Richard won with majority of the vote. It was his.
Only
his.
very small majority, about 9-10%, I think it was. So there was close between him and Elsa.
Yeah, not as big as last year when Ali just had
Ali stormed
90%.
Yeah.
Because everyone else was horrible. So yeah, a worthy winner. He was the last minute housemate replacement.
Yes,
he was a test subject to test the house and the cameras for a week or so before it started, and they saw he had potential, so they made him a housemate, and now he's won. So he was in there even longer. Jenny was there talking to her ma for 1 minute. Wow, Richard had 2 extra weeks, if not more, on top of that.
Didn't he say that he said that he'd actually been isolated for 9 weeks in total because as he said, he'd had to do the test to the testing house beforehand. So he was isolated. So technically, Richard has spent the longest.
He's done a
isolated.
classic series.
He did.
Length.
He did 64 days.
So when it was 100 days that one time.
Oh, they did it a few times in the UK. It was ridiculous.
Imagine that podcast.
I'm sure one series got to about 110. In Germany, they did a series which was a year long.
I know, yes. One series, once someone gave birth in the house.
That was the series.
Was that series?
Yeah,
Was it?
they conceived,
And then
had
she
the
left.
baby, and then left. Yeah. Imagine a year long. But for that series, they actually built a full
Village.
village. Yeah,
But yeah, I'm glad Richard won. Nice winner.
yeah. I'm up for Richard
There
winning.
you go. So we've had Jordan win the first ITV series. David Potts win the Celebrity one.
Why can't I remember Jordan?
Jordan, dark-haired one, posh, who got with Henry. and
Oh
he had that
yes,
thing with
Jordan.
Matty.
Jordan. Yeah. Matty won £10,000, didn't he? Because they did that other task.
Did he? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Bloody Matty. Ali won last year.
Yes.
And then who was the celebrity? Oh, the guy from Corrie.
The guy from Corrie who really didn't deserve to
He's
win.
never come up on Late and Live since, has he?
No, he hasn't.
He's not there as a guest or talking about it ever.
David Platt.
He really was the worst winner.
It didn't make sense he won. It's still to this day, we know why he won because it's Coronation Street people.
Yeah, but it ruins the streak because it's like Jordan, bisexual. David Potts, gay male. Ali, autistic lesbian. Richard, asexual. Composer. And it's like, and David. It's
David Platt. No, his name's not David. We're calling him David Platt for the purposes
What
of
is his
can't
name?
remember
Is David,
real name.
isn't it? It's David something.
Well, David Platt is his character.
I thought that was...
All right, Gail.
Yeah, him. So he's like the worst winner. It should have been... I'm
David,
going to
you're
say
missing-
it should have been Jojo.
You're missing the one in the middle. The
Who?
guy from Coronation Street, who's the police officer who got stabbed. He won the second celebrity one.
Did he?
Yes.
No, David Potts. There's only been 2 celebrity
David Potts,
ones.
there's been 3.
Has there?
Yes. There's been 3.
Oh. Who's he played by? Doesn't even. This is Jack P. Shepard.
Jack P. Shepard.
There you go. Yeah, he was the worst winner. But I'm shocked by this Big Brother thing now. Oh yeah, 4th series.
No, it's not the 4th. It's the 3rd ITV series. So the year before was the guy, I forget his name. It was the one when they sang
Carl
Flying Without
Carlson.
Wings. It's the series with, I liked you a lot. Him, what's his name?
No, look, there's been 2. David
yeah.
Potts, Jack P. Shepard.
Oh, what am I thinking? Okay.
He didn't win that, but he was
so
the
first-
boring guy.
He was the boring guy. So the first series was David Potts.
Yes.
And that was the one with, what's his name? Louis Walsh and
Sharon Osbourne. Yes.
And the infamous apology speech.
Yes. See,
That was
it's all
so
coming
funny.
back to you now. So
Total
that's coming back
bads.
in March, everyone, or April. I can't remember which month. They announced it yesterday, but whatever.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the celebrity one. Will we be covering it, Ben? Are you going to say it right now?
Yeah, it's only 17 days is nothing
Nothing.
compared to 40.
Excellent. They might add an extra week. Any thoughts out there, you reckon, who might be on the
No.
celebrity one? No, you're not going to throw any
No,
out?
there's no point.
Anyone who's famous right now who could maybe... they're
Caroline.
famous?
Caroline Monk.
Is that Caroline from here?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Just had a moment thinking.
Caroline Monk.
There must be someone
Farida. She's a famous makeup
No,
artist.
properly celebrity. Not people who say they have fans on the outside.
I'm not going to put in. There's no point trying to guess right now because they've still got lots of other shows that people can book in the meantime.
What about Kay Adams from Loose Women? I reckon
What,
she's...
the bully? She has to clear her name.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah, Loose Women. Yeah.
There you go.
She did Celebrity Get Married last year, didn't she?
I don't know. She's had a
Was it her?
facelift.
She has her new lips. Looks good. Half facelift, I think. not Kris Jenner.
Kris Jenner, my God.
I know.
When you showed me that picture, I was
70
like,
years old.
"Blah, blah, blah."
Next to Mariah Carey near a fountain.
What was that brilliant video we watched? 70 Questions or whatever with
Kylie Jenner.
Kylie
yeah.
Jenner. She's walking towards the swing set and you just see Kris Jenner pushing her daughter, granddaughter.
Maybe a Kardashian will go in.
Oh, doubt it.
Caitlyn, she's desperate to do anything at the moment.
They-
Caitlyn Jenner.
Yeah, they did I'm a Celebrity, didn't they?
Oh yeah, we didn't watch it though.
No.
Anyway,
Anyways, yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed.
my point of what I was at,
Sorry.
my original point that I
Carry
was
on.
saying is that it's annoying that Jack P. Shepard won because he ruins my LGBT winners rainbow.
Yes, all the colours, and then there's black at the end, which is Jack P. Shepard.
So
He's a storm cloud.
that's annoyed me. Although I suppose we have one straight, so the straights have to be involved as well. So actually, it's fine.
I mean, we might as well
We've
have
got them all.
Look, we might as well just have a token straight, eh?
Yeah.
Because
why not Jack P. Shepard? Eh?
In today's world, we don't have enough of them.
True. That's true.
I feel like we need at least one. So if
Why not him?
Why not Jack P. Shepard?
Well, also, I was going to say, I listened back to our launch night reaction of people.
Oh, yes.
Our podcast. People who we liked and didn't like. We were quite good, actually. Our first impressions were quite good. They were
My
quite-
Caroline first impression was
Yeah, your
outstanding.
Caroline, you said she's like a woman who drinks white wine and goes on Facebook and posts comments.
Post rants at night.
That was launch night when people thought she was just a fun old cowboy woman.
See, I can tell him.
So, there
I
you
can
go.
tell him.
And my early favourite was Tasia and Marcus.
That's interesting. Marcus is interesting. Tasia, I remember I listened to the clip with you, so I'm not going to pretend that we were in separate rooms listening to this. But in the first episode, I said I wasn't so sure about Tasia.
No.
I said,
I said I wasn't sure about Nancy.
Yes.
And I was right. I said she was a pick-me main character girl.
You
and she
did.
was.
She exactly was.
So I feel
exactly
bad.
was.
Although we were very wrong with Sam because we said he was going to be brilliant and
Yeah.
like be the one who's going to get all the bookings afterwards. But
Sam's disappointed me heavily, but
his,
just by his
fake-
attitude.
his fake eviction ruined his whole thing. I think. I
Yes.
think that from there it went rapidly downhill.
I think if he had a real eviction and had left, I think he would have still been quite
Mm-hmm.
fun. But something seeped into him, and it wasn't nice. And he's really become like that bitter gay man that you see like online, and like there's just people online, but he, like you can just tell like he's going to be like posting like. No, I don't want to say it. I'm not going down that road. Right?
No.
Yes, but no,
He's got a song
I'm
out
disappointed with
and he wants to
has
do
he?
Eurovision. Have you not heard his song on TikTok?
No.
Every video he posts on TikTok has his song on it as the sound, and it's like
put it
if
on
you
here.
think that Believe
I
has
wanna
a
be
lot of
copyright
auto
striked.
tune,
Yeah.
then well,
What's his name? Sam.
don't know.
Sam Big Brother.
Yeah.
Here we go. Singing. That's always a good start. Hang on.
And everything had changed. My sister bought a house and Ruby got engaged.
There you go. That's all you're getting,
You
Sam.
keep playing it.
Oh, okay.
This has been Faithful to Big Brother.
He sounds like Mr. G.
Thanks everyone for listening, downloading,
That's all
and
you get.
covering all of the series with us.
Yes.
Going along with us. We made it to the end. Richard's our winner. Sam's singing for Eurovision. Nancy's twerking.
Mr. G is singing for us for Eurovision. Australia will love that song.
I saw that Faye Shola, Zila, and who was it? Tasia sharing a dressing room on their dressing room door. Faye Shola said this is the wokest dressing room in the UK.
Too right.
And we love it. So yes,
We're here for it,
there
Faye
you go.
Shola.
Another series done. We're back next year for more civilian, more celebrities.
I'm going to stalk Faye Shola on her live TikToks from this point onward.
Mm-hmm.
We discovered that. We
Yeah.
love her, love her,
I can
love
follow
her.
the housemates I want now and
Yes.
not follow the ones I don't want.
Don't have to worry. We can block now. We can. You go on our Instagram. If you follow us on our Instagram, find us on our Linktree linktr.ee/faithful2. It's got all the links to that, and also how you can watch and listen to us on YouTube, Spotify, or any favorite podcast apps. Don't forget to subscribe. You're gonna see our numbers of people who we follow go down rapidly by about 6 people. We don't need to follow them anymore.
Right. Well, there you go then. So, good series. Enjoyed
Fun
it.
series.
I do feel I liked last series more, although we didn't cover it, the one with Ali, because there was a real rooting for her to be a winner. Do you know what I mean? There was a real
We had a bit of that with
emphasis-
Richard and Emily.
yeah, and Caroline. But
Sorry, and
I
Caroline.
think last series was, for me, just a bit better. But it was still a good series, this one.
But I am excited about where they take the 4th series, because there's been so, even from we mentioned this in the first episode, there was rumblings online saying like, oh, this is going to be a boring cast, they're all young, it's going to be really boring. And I think it's actually been proven that if you inject older people, not elderly,
Mix of it.
the OAPs,
The elderly, like Faye Shola and Farida.
ooh, you're going to get a slap for that. It's more interesting. It's a bit more interesting
Yeah.
mix, much more interesting mix.
So there you go.
If you-
Thanks everyone for listening to all of this.
Yeah,
What
if
are
you want to
gonna say?
reward us and give us a £5 tip, then go to buymeacoffee.com/faithful.
And if you want any extra content, which is Big Brother wise, give us some suggestions in the comments. What you want
Yes.
us to do. We recently watched Chantel's launch episode, the celebrity one.
Oh,
that
yeah,
was
we
on YouTube,
did.
wasn't it? We
Yeah.
like got in a rabbit hole and we watched that with Pete Burns and everyone.
Yes,
They were
how
all smoking,
slow. They were all
smoking in the
smoking
house.
inside, and we were shocked. We were like, "Oh my god, how are they doing that?"
So if you have any ideas of extra content, which may not be for a podcast feed, but just for extra thing on Buy Me a Coffee, then let us know.
Yes,
want
as
to
we said, we'd
supply.
like ideas. If you like a subscription where you pay £5 a month and you get extra content, give us ideas. We might go ahead
what
and
you'd
do
like
it.
to see. Cool. So until next time, this is the only thing you follow us for. Thank you. And we'll see you again in a few months
In
for the
March.
Celebrity
Yeah.
Edition starring Caroline Monk. Goodbye.